If you're the type of gamer who seeks challenges, thinks strategically, and is methodical, then you're in for a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Plug and Play. Join us as we immerse in the world of turn-based RPG combat in Wasteland 3. Like any post-apocalyptic setting, resources have become scarce. The world has become desolate and broken. You are part of a squad of desert rangers hailing from Arizona and are tasked to venture into the frozen wasteland of Colorado to strike a deal with the Patriarch. He is Colorado's acting ruler and can provide you with the valuable resources you seek for sustainability. In return, you have to capture and bring back his 3 children, who all basically have their own borderline crazy quirks, making the task easier said than done. Your story starts as you make your way to Colorado Springs, where your squad gets ambushed and only 2 manage to survive. The game gives you the freedom to customize your 2 survivors either with preset characters, or you can create them from scratch, allowing you to personalize their look, outfit, attributes and skills, even their starting weapon, to really cater to your desired preferences. As you advance further into the story, you'll stumble upon characters that you can recruit to join your cause, but just know that certain actions or decisions can urge them to disband from the party, so always be mindful of how you act throughout the game. Fun fact, provided that you have the Animal Whisperer skill, you can also tame animals to fight alongside your squad. Since this is a turn-based game, the more friendly followers you entice to tag along, the more overall damage you can inflict every round, so we recommend to really build up an army with each opportunity that you can get. Believe it or not, you can even take in a magical golden toaster as a companion. Resources may be scarce, but there's certainly no shortage of humor in the game. To explore different key locations, you drive a customizable armored personnel carrier, allowing you to travel around the frigid wasteland of Colorado. The battlefield is played from a top-down isometric view, and you can free roam your camera to map out your enemies as well as plan your next moves. Engagements are typically set in team-oriented, turn-based combat wherein your squad's moves are dependent on the number of action points each member has every round. Sometimes you can use the environment to your advantage, such as executing a perfectly timed flammable barrel explosion to effortlessly win fights. If you wish to avoid battles, being a sneaky ninja and cautiously moving undetected can be a viable option in some levels. Of course, if your diplomacy skills are convincing enough, you can also intimidate and compel enemies in certain scenarios to walk away from conflict.
Fine, we'll just put our weapons down, okay?
It is a strategy game after all, so there's always multiple options of dealing with engagements along the way. One of the key features that makes Wasteland 3 so wholesome is the impact it brings in crucial decisions you make. Sometimes you're given a choice. You only have enough time to save one settlement while the other inevitably gets destroyed. Whether you like it or not, always remember that your choices matter. The calls you make, the shots you take, they could potentially impact the game's ending, which we believe significantly adds to the realism of it all. Wasteland 3 brings the classic turn-based combat style into the modern times by packing an intriguing story together with voice-over dialogues that supplement the boring wall of texts that most RPGs bank on. It's a polished game that keeps you constantly thinking and strategizing, not just in battles but also in the choices you make throughout the course of your journey. If you feel like you're up for something that refreshingly changes your perspective by looking at the bigger picture before taking action, then we'd highly recommend trying out Wasteland 3. All things considered, we'd give it a praiseworthy rating of 8.5 out of 10. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback and suggestions on games you'd like us to review, so please leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Till next time, folks, happy gaming and play it forward.